Greetings and once again welcome back to the madness and the insanity. So I'm singing to make it sound a bit more fun. I have realized that I have a couple of issues or a couple of improvements. In the last episode I fixed the power, as you can clearly see here, and oaks, and switched to making manure and so on. Now, in this episode, I am going to try to optimize some things and waste less resources. First of all, okay, I actually don't need to walk for this. We have the clean next lead, which is very filled up. You can stop making clean next lead. Even though I use this also for chromite sand, I have realized that I'm not getting a lot of chromite sand, and there is a better recipe which is called extract rich dust, which can be used with excavation. So that's going to be way more productive for rich dust and therefore for chromite sand. Next step, let's see, antimony ore, because I have quite a bit of antimony oxide over here. So I would like to limit that because it's eating plastic. And I would like to save some of my plastic for other things. And speaking of plastic, that's kind of where we're going to go next. Probably, maybe. Although before that, we are going to empty our inventory a bit. We're going to switch these inserters to real inserters, because you are going to make one per second, and you are also making about one per second in excess output. So something like that. I was actually thinking about using loaders because I realize I do have loaders, but here it doesn't feel necessary because one inserter can do the job, and because shunt loaders requires steam, and the other loaders that I will research in the future, one day hopefully, maybe, will consume lubricant, all of them. So all loaders will require some kind of fluid. So we will see how that goes. And then and then I have realized that I would like to wait with the cotton goods quite a bit. So instead I'm going to prioritize the circuit network, and after the circuit network we will of course prioritize construction robotics. And there is actually another research that I have seen which looks very interesting, and that is mining productivity, because here you can see all these icons, and I believe this means that different recipes will give me a 10% productivity bonus, and that will continue on mining productivity level 2, another 10%, and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and so on. Although I'm highly doubt I will get much further. I do not know. Don't get your hopes up. We will see. So this means now that I'm wasting much less Bloop. Next elite. This means that next elite will create a backlog here, which will block the tailings pipe. So more tailings should eventually be going to the other. No, more tar should eventually be going to the other thing, which is this process, which is currently full of creosote, which makes me think that I would very much like to have a little, well, maybe not so little. Okay, quite little. Pytac. I'm not using these ones because they cost duralumin. And I have so much lead plates. And besides, I get to use more different kinds of pytanks and stuff. Creosote over here, maybe? Oh, I have these things now. And now I would like to start saving some of these again. Because in order to get cotton goods, I need... Actually, how about using a splitter for this? So that we can still also research a bit. I have calculated that I need 525 research. And for some reason I'm not getting a lot of iron at this time. Probably because of this chest, of course. And then I would like to add a few train stops, because now I have a train. That's actually quite new. First real version was released in the last episode. First end-to-end test, kind of. It both picks up and it drops off. Fantastic. Long live automation. And then I would like this to dump stuff into a chest, believe it or not. And you shall dump plastic into a chest. Or you know what? No, yeah, on a chest, in a chest. Not directly onto the belt. And then I need to figure out which side of this belt you should go on. Bottom apparently, because you have a plastic over there. That's fantastic. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. And then we change this one to drop off plastic actually. And we connect this to this chest, and we say that if we have plastic less than 100, then we enable you. Okay, here I have a train limit. Do I need a train limit? I do not know actually. I only have one train so far. So now I have 4 ingredients being dropped here. Now you're probably on your way to pick up more plastic. Yeah. What? Where are you going? Oh, you're picking up more moss. Okay, sure. I mean, there are better ways to go pick up more moss, but whatever. I mean, you could just go around here instead of over there. But sure. Whatever. And this means that I should be getting plastic here eventually, and that means that I can reduce a bit here. Okay, you can actually probably use that because I only want you on one side of the belt. But now I don't need this belt anymore because you are transferred by train. So, believe it or not, we're actually reducing our spaghetti and also repairing things while we're at it. It's too slow. And now, of course, I'm finished. Oh well, there we go. Now, you might ask what's blocking me from getting more plastic? Why is the plastic so slow? Excellent question. It's because I have too much creosote. Or too much pitch, apparently. And I have too much pitch because I have too much coke. What? Are all of these full? Except this one? Oh my god. Oh dear. Yeah, because you are active again and you make so much. Okay. Is power still an issue? Of course it is. Although here we can see when the power generator kicks in, it doesn't kick in always because it is often missing Galesia, it seems. And possibly also moss. But I think moss should kind of maybe be okay. Hopefully it's filling up, but I don't know because someone hasn't placed a radar over here. Oh well. Now did I set a limit for this chest? Yes I did. Good, thank you. Now let me just think a bit, because I forgot what I was supposed to do. Okay, I have a plan. Sort of, at least. First step, make a solid separator. I need steel. Okay, good thing I didn't continue walking in that direction, because steel is over here. And then I would like to get some more rails. I don't have many, but I have a bit. And then I would like a solid separator. Or do I dare make two? I think one is enough. Yeah, you make 2 per second, you make 1.25 per second. In that, and that is okay. Yeah, it's enough with just one. Because I plan on probably burning these things. These blub, 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 those things. Those blub blub blub. I think you know exactly what I mean. The coke. Thank you, tooltip. Thank you very much. So you should prioritize things to the right, obviously, because here we will just burn things, and here is... Let's get out of the railway. Then we can kind of burn things over here. And then I might have an ash belt, but actually I think I have a plan. 2. Okay, I'm probably gonna need a bit more than that. So please give me some more iron, thank you. No, blah, stone, thank you. 3, 4, 4 maybe? Yeah, 4 might be enough actually. 4 is enough. And it turns out that belts are more helpful if you actually place something on them. Ta-da. And you should actually not prioritize anything. If no, yes, no, you're okay. Let's see. You're prioritizing the right side of the output, and you don't need to prioritize any side of the inputs, I believe. Where should I put all this? Okay, how about you just stop taking things out, and then you can just go here maybe? That might work. Boilers. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh dear, I need a lot more mechanical inserters. I think I'm quite close to them all. Yes. Ooh, I even actually have 2 regular inserter. Well, I can't really call them regular because I haven't started using them until now. And then, as usual, we need to have a filter here to only take out ash. And then we need a bit of underground pipes, and then we need a belt to take away the ash, and then we need a solid separator, the solid separator that I just made, and then we need to sort out the ash. And then we need some more pipes. Then we also need a bit of water, please. I think it's time I need to make a new one of these. Oh, come on. Thank you. So there you go, you create that. You need to burn this steam, please. Which might help a bit with our power issues. Or maybe not, I don't know. Then you need to deal with the ash. And then we have the soot things. Where's my... okay, there is the train station. And then I would like to have... the thing is that this is like a pickup place. But what if I just don't have I kind of want a separate train here. Eventually, at least. I'm not sure if I want it right now. Actually, I don't want it right now. But eventually I would like this to go to like a separate trash station or something that just picks up stuff whenever it's full of stuff. But for now, I guess I can just put it... Do I need to sort it? I probably need to sort it, actually. I do need to sort it. Soot and coal. Soot is what I will have the most of. And then coal dust. And then iron oxide. And then anytime you come here, you just insert stuff. And I believe that you are able to deal with the soot already, actually. Only problem might be that you're not like limited or anything to it, but I don't think that's a big issue, really. Because when soot, you will always have famous last words, always, but mostly you will be able to just dump it somewhere. And I am already requesting it. I could actually maybe request coal dust and iron oxide as well. Because if I'm not mistaken, I can basically put anything on this belt. Yep. Although I'm not sure I have space for it. Do I? Or how can I just... Maybe I can, I'm not sure. This is still very, very experimental, this kind of multi drop-off and multi-pickup stations. So, what? Oh, wrong place. Okay. How about you remove from there and place them here instead? Thank you, train, for showing up here so that I know that something isn't working right. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Wooden chest inventory is full. Yes, yes. Actually, train here, have some moss. Here, have some coal dust. Or actually, I can take this coal dust. Because the coal dust can go there, and soot can go here. So every time you go to this station, you will now also pick up some of these things, which is fine, as long as you have space for them, that is, which mostly you do. Aha! I'm missing something here. That thing and read train contents. There you go, now you're off. Because you don't need to pick up that much plastic, really. Okay, then let's go and request those things. I could actually have taken the train, but whatever. Battery is researched, hooray! Then let's see, what do we have here? Drop off plastic, no thanks. I would like to drop off soot iron oxide. And I would like to drop off coal dust. And then I would like to drop off this if iron oxide is less than 100 and if coal dust is less than 100. And then now you might be wondering, why am I adding a steam pipe here all of a sudden? Well, I'll show you. And the thing is that I will start making my first ever shunt loader. And actually my second one as well. Because here I can use filters, 5 of them. So I would like to have ash still, I would like to have coal dust, and I would like to have iron oxide. Thank you. Oh right, wait a minute. I of course need to... Oh, come on. Coke, go away, soil, go away, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now the thing is that... Ah, beautiful. I forgot that it places it on the belt directly, so I don't really need a chest or anything. Then we'll just put it over there. Train! Thank you. Coal dust? Okay, that's... Wait a minute. What were you just doing? What are you up to? Something is wrong. Ah! Thank you. Depot. And then you will do what? Okay. Well, this is alright. Everything is fine. Maybe we're just returning from somewhere else. I don't know what you were up to. Or, I don't know. Let's just follow you a bit to make sure that you're doing things properly. Why are you going that way? I don't get it. That's just ridiculous. Come on. Also, one day I'm going to need to actually signal things. And then some inactivity, please. Thank you. And then you drop off the moss. Okay. That's alright, I guess. Things seems to be working. And then I was thinking of doing something else as well. Not just this. What was I thinking about? Right, now I remember. Thank you, Simon, for writing down those notes. My plan is to, first of all, live on the dangerous side and walk very close to the rails and pick up some of the rails here. Oh. Oh. Okay, how about can we do this earlier? Yes, we can. Okay, this might save us some more rails, I hope. Because that's kind of the goal now, to save more rails and expand the rail network a bit. Okay, I can repair this while I'm here. Thank you. Looking forward to robots once again. Although it's probably gonna be very expensive to start with the robots. Everything seems much more expensive in this run, I have to say. And then let's see. Do I have more rails here? I do actually. 4, and not a lot, but a bit. And then I might be able to clean this up as well, if need be. But now let's see. Because instead of going the long way around, which is way too expensive, I plan on going a little shorter way. At least a little bit shorter. So hopefully I can maybe end up here. Can I go through here? That's the question. I might be able to, maybe even here. There are some places here which is going to be very difficult to pass, but some which seem very, very doable. So I would kind of like to take a quite short route. But then again, what does that accomplish that this doesn't already accomplish? Well, I guess what I would like to do is to save these rails and kind of try to actually expand the network to be able to add more stations along the way. Because right now I only have these 3 stations, or if you include the depot, which I don't. Okay, I actually have 4, 5 if you include the depot. But eventually I'm going to want like station here, for example, or down here maybe, over here and everywhere kind of. So my goal is to just make the rail network into some kind of circle. Or at least a circle-ish. So maybe start over here where we actually have some rails. Dush, dush. Break some power temporarily. Okay, now we're off. What happens if we go down here? We will go through this place. Now the question is also 93 rails. That's what I have. And this will be like 22, 20, 48, 50, 60, 70, 92, 93. Oh, this is interesting. It doesn't actually cost too much more if we go diagonally. The problem with going diagonally is that I have a lot of things along the way. But also these things will then be able to be digged or captured or mined or brought back or whatever. So I hope that it can maybe work. But this area is a big problem, I would have to say. But I have realized that it was going to take me quite a bit of time in order to get the rails that I want. Can I... Is it worth it to go through here? Kind of feels like it. So here is this place. Here I can go like that and like that. And then adjust some things here. Maybe we can go diagonally here. Probably we can actually. If I just move some other stuff out of the way. And then I basically just need to get through here. And I believe that the cadaveric arms is doing so much alright that I can actually remove one of them. Whoops. Of course. Ooh, I have meat. So let's see. Is this really worth it, Simon? Starting to have my doubts. Hmm. Okay, how about like that? Or can I turn this even further? Yes, I can. Good. That works well. Now I have something to work with here. Namely this. Thank you. One obstacle passed. Next obstacle. I don't even know why I have underground stuff here. Or why I have a electric power pole there. How about you start going a bit like that and then like that? And then apparently you now insert on the other side. But whatever, that's allowed, I guess. Or no, now you're still inserting on that side. Okay, good. Here we have a small issue. Which we can solve. And then we need to fix these belts. Like that. Oh, come on. Not you too. Wait, which? Yes, it should be going in this direction. Okay, so if we just do like that, and then we'll see how we can fix this part. Okay, bloop, 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 bloop. And then, how about we try to save some space here, so that we can have another underground belt go there. There we go. Beautiful. And now the rest. So something needs to be fixed here. Shouldn't be too hard. This belt can be redirected a bit to avoid many twists and turns, because usually it's the twists and turns which are the problem. And then let's see, what else do we have? We have a few fluids. Oh god. Too much stuff in the inventory. Here you go, you're gonna need this sooner or later, hopefully, probably, maybe. One day. And there we go, now we have that part fixed. This is no longer needed. And I don't think I broke anything. And if I did, I will probably figure it out sooner or later. Now then, my goal seems to be to go over here. How about we start working a bit from the other direction? Seems like this episode will just be a bit of railroad building. And then let's see, this one should be changed a bit. And now it's actually quite straightforward to go over here. I think I can do this. Oh, hello, PyScience packs. You kind of belong here. Why do I... Oh, right, I'm saving those right now. Never mind. You're not needed over there. And neither are you, because now you go here. And then here I will need to have an underground belt for the copper. Now I think I'm starting to reach my destination. How should I go here? What kind of belt is this? Nothing important. Maybe something we can go take on the railway instead. Oh, that's a slow turn. Okay, so here we need a little underground belt. Pipe, a belt, damn it. And here we need a little underground belt. And now this is going to be a very, very dangerous road. Now I just need to connect these things. Hello? Ah, there we go. Ta-da! And I even have some rails left over. So, wanna bet how long time will it take for me to get run over by a train? I will bet this episode. Or the next. So now I can remove these and then I will see how much will I have left over. I will still need the loop over here because I don't have any other way right now, but I can remove this loop over here. Because that's no longer necessary. Then I hope that cannot insert rail inventory full. That's a good sign, I guess. Do I have a trash can over here somewhere? Yep. How about you take some ash, maybe? I know you can use it in the train. And then how about you take some... Okay, that's probably it. How about you take some... Pack some soil? How about you trash some soil? How about... Ugh. And then I can take those. Okay. This leaves me with 110, which is ironically more than I started with, but okay. Ah, what seems to be the matter? Right, you are expecting to go in this direction, which means that you need to go over here, but then you... Okay, so I need to have a little T-crossing here. It will not be perfect, but it will be something. And then you can temporarily just go like that while I adjust things here. Now that should work, I believe. Yes, now you're able to turn around and then go there if needed. So that one is practically turned the wrong way, which yes, I can agree with, because my plan was to have left-handed driving, and that's currently on the right side. But okay. I could maybe use some shunt loaders here as well, but then I need to fix steam, and even though I have maybe some steam close by here, it's a bit of a mess. But before I forget, I would very much like to have a new local radar up here. Here, I believe. Yep. That means that I will have coverage everywhere again, except for the northern part over here, but whatever. Now the thing is that I haven't gotten a lot of oak food recently. Why is that? I believe you have, at some times at least, you have some amounts of fuel, which means that you can go over here with this fuel. And then of course I just need to figure out where is my fuel. Because right now I don't have anything here. Or here, or here. You have priority. You have a priority, and you seem to... Oh, you seem to be creating a backlog a bit. Although you might need... Okay, I think it's... the next step might be to get wood onto the train. Although... the thing is that if I get wood onto the train, then I need somewhere to put the wood, and the only option would kind of be like up here somewhere, or like over here, but then I can't afford making rails over there, which would be a problem. Right, I have researched battery, so the next step will be battery as well. Just writing that down. And then let's see. Construction robotics, circuit network, the advanced combinators is nice and quite cheap, so I guess I will take that, because I think I have an idea for what I would like to do with it, even though it might not be as important as this lovely personal roboport, still. But yes, batteries is definitely the next step. And in order to make batteries, haven't I already at some point... Yes, here we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Although there's some, yeah, exactly, ammonia. Ammonia I need to get from urea, I suppose, which I need to get from liquid manure, which I need to get from manure. And this is starting to tell me that I might want to have a bunch of fluid wagons, because now I need to transfer methane and Sogna bacteria and possibly coal gas or some kind of fluid fuel. And the way to do this is complicated. Liquid manure that I have already, or liquid, no, Sogna bacteria that I have already. So I'll ignore that step, even though Sogna bacteria, what are you made of? Pressured air. So I could actually make this locally and transport items, because pressured air is really easy to make. Liquid manure, okay. So then everything might actually be an item, except for the methane. And I don't want to split the moondrop production. I want to centralize things more, not decentralize. Which kind of tells me that I should just go with the Sogna bacteria. But the problem is that I need to do all these steps in order to get combinators, if I remember correctly. Yes, all combinators needs batteries. Only thing that doesn't is the programmable speaker and the display panel. But those are not at all as helpful as combinators. So in order to get to the combinators, I need to have the batteries, and in order to need the batteries, I need to have methane and Sogna bacteria and stuff. So let's see. Methane, where do we have this pipe? Because if I can handle the methane pipe, then I might actually also be able to handle the rest, even though the diesel might be a small problem. Okay, now at least I'm getting some amounts of fuel here, so that's nice. And also you're using wood, so you don't produce any ash. That's perfect. Wood and biomass are really great tools actually for this. And it seems like these are back in town. That is actually quite fantastic. I do believe, however, that I am most definitely going to expand the Alesia production, because this is just not enough Alesia. And in order to expand the Alesia production, I need a bunch of things, I believe. Duralumin and glass and soil. Although soil I actually have in my inventory, ironically. And now I have even more. But duralumin and glass. Let's see if I remember where everything is. It feels way more chaotic this time than in the last PyBlock run. Or maybe I just don't remember the spaghetti in the beginning. How much duralumin did I need? I don't know. I will take all of it. Or a lot of it. Okay, 249 should be enough. And then glass. Assuming that we are producing glass so that we don't have some kind of blocker again. No, we're producing glass. Hell. Yes. Then I need more intermetallics. Okay, now at least I have 2 Halesia plantations. But I would like one more. Here, have a better inserter. Ooh, wow, you're so much faster. Oh, by the way, speaking of fast, this is ridiculous. You just need wood. I mean, this is perfect for a splitter. Wood go to the left, ash go to the right. Oh. Log go to the left, wood go to the right. Ash go to the right, whatever. There we go. That should speed up that whole thing. Now I'm just missing these things. Although there's not that much maybe I can do about that. Especially not since I'm also saving for the cotton gut. But how much more do I need here? I am about halfway here, so I need 75 more here and then 175 more here. So I need 250. Yeah, still a bit to go, but maybe if I just do something like this, then it might go a bit faster. 51, 78, 52, 29, okay. The cotton goods will just have to wait. I want my combinators. Not that I have the batteries I need for them yet, but still. Where was I? Oh, we have lamps here. This is how you figure out if a belt is important or not. Okay, you seem to be out taking them out faster than you're putting them in. That's something. Halesia. Treated wood, intermetallics, glass. Treated wood. Intermetallics. Soil. Soil should be easy. There we go. Soil fixed. Intermetallics. On my way. Where are the intermetallics? They are here. It's this one. That's a lot of intermetallics actually. Can I maybe even make a fluid wagon? Brakes, shafts, titanium plates. I can probably actually. I mean, I have plenty of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although then I would also need another locomotive. Never mind. I shouldn't get distracted. And yes, I know that this belt is stuck for whatever reason. Yes. And now you're missing Halesias, exactly, as I expected. Then I would like to have some of these so that I can add more modules over here. 0.12 per second, okay, that should be fine. Wait, why do I have so many of these? 0.12 per second, hello? That doesn't mean I need that many of those. Although I do need more underground pipes and pipes. Mm, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, probably. You also just need one inserter. Anything else seems a bit excessive. Now I guess the question is if the hydrogen will be able to keep up, but I think slash hope it will. Now I just kind of need to make sure to distribute these Galesia seeds properly. And then I would like it very much if you give me some more of these so that you can start even more. At least now I have doubled the amount of Galesia. So a quick little fast forward just to make them produce a bit more. Oh, it's not that many I get actually every time, since they are being sent also to the production of AUG food. That's maybe a bit bad, but in terms of expanding it, but I guess it works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, perfect. Now I have filled all of these. And that means that you should maybe actually now would be a good time to set this priority thing. because that means that I should be able to get more of them faster. And it has been quite a long and mostly maybe a bit useless episode, but thank you for watching. My train is running maybe a bit better now. At least it doesn't need any loops anymore. Now it's just standing in the depot, relaxing, chilling. Let's see, will you get an emission? Of course you will. I might need more trains actually. So I would like to have a new little mall. Or maybe I can just extend and continue using this mall. Assuming I can get ingredients here, because now I need those rakes and stuff. But that might be doable actually, because I have a lot of stuff over here. I don't have necessarily, well actually I even have stuff over here even, like close to the circuits. So I might take some of this stuff and just provide to the train. Okay, let's let the research finish so that we start researching combinators finally. So thank you for watching and see you in the next research.